It's Simon Pink here from Poppyland Radio. You know what I talk about, all things bands, all things musical, and to musicians as well, people that got passionate about music, and we certainly got one of those with us today. It's Mr. Ash Wilson. Hello, Ash.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you, Simon.
Good
Very
stuff,
good.
mate. Good stuff. Now, I believe that you're about to go on tour around about February time, play some of your tracks off your albums and stuff like that as well. Have you got any ideas where you're going, what's going to happen, when it is, and so on?
Absolutely. So we kick off. We kick off in Kent on the 2nd of February, and we are out pretty much most nights up until the 21st. And we finished the tour in Coulsdon. So we're sort of going, all the way up to Scotland and then back down south again, everything in between. The nearest Norfolk show is actually our local gig of Newark, which is at a place called the Flying Circus, a great bar that's based on like the way the library is done out, like Monty Python, hence the name Flying Circus. They've got a lovely venue upstairs, very, very old-fashioned kind of decor in there, but a great sound system and a very, very friendly place to come and watch bands. Actually, that's one of the reasons why we love going there. You did say the
terrible words there, where you said upstairs.
It is upstairs.
Fear into me when I hear that. How did you get all your gear upstairs then?
Yeah. Well, as per my midlife crisis, I started going to the gym, and I found that
well done, mate.
That helps.
You don't need it anymore.
So it's not too bad actually. To be fair, there's way worse load-ins in this place. This is reasonably good, and you can park right outside.
That's the big one, isn't it? That is.
Yeah, which is great. So
how do we find out about these gig dates then? Where can we find out about your tour?
So if you come to the website, as I say, the band, we did change the name. So it's no longer Ash Wilson. We go out as the Wilson Brothers. And the reason for that really mainly is when I was going out as Ash Wilson, I had a different band every show pretty much. Whereas now, if you're going to come and see us, you're going to come and see the band that played the record. And so the songs are going to sound like they did when we played them on the album. So the band's called Wilson Brothers, and the website is www.thewilsonbrothers.co.uk.
Okay.
It's very important you get it right,
because I'm pretty bad at spelling.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to have the spelling. So it's www.the Wilson WILSON Brothers BROTHERS.co.uk.
We're in the UK, so it's the right thing to do. Fantastic.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of Wilson Brothers out there that offer varying services, not just musical, but electrical, plumbing, windows. There's a plethora of tradesmen that are brothers and have businesses that will pretty much do everything you need doing to your house. But yes, we there's another Wilson Brothers band, I think, as well. But we figured if they come banging on the door, we're doing something right. We've made it big enough. That we're doing.
And I'm guessing this is you and Phil and Roger, is it?
That's right. So it's me, Phil, and Roger. We sort of joked Roger Wilson Innes. The reason we went for that, and it was Roger's name to change the band name to Wilson Brothers. Actually, we were going to go with something called the Lazarus. We thought Lazarus would be fun because it was like new beginnings, with it being end of lockdown and everything. It was either that or something to do with Phoenix. But Wilson Brothers is and Roger very much is like, we're brothers in music though. We when we play together, something great happens, and it was very difficult to argue with him about that because, having played with lots of different bands, you know what it's like. Sometimes you gel and sometimes you don't. And it is lovely playing with Roger. He's got we're all on a very similar wavelength, although we all approach it very differently. And we've got a great organ player come guitar player called Adrian Gawtrey, who's going to come and join us on this tour, just to fill out some of the stuff that we did on the record that three people we just can't do it. And we really want to represent the songs as well as we can. So we thought it would be prudent to get someone in for this first tour. We're in some nice venues, and we really wanted to put on a show, come out kind of as we want to, rather than, oh, this is the first tour, we're going to do it on a shoestring budget and everything else. So we thought we'd kind of throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at this. And
And are you going to be recording any of these at all?
I would imagine so. I mean, funnily enough, we did a gig at what's called the Tuesday Night Music Club in Coulsdon in the middle of the 2 lockdowns.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just after the second one. And unbeknownst to us, the guy doing sound recorded the show. And we didn't have any intention of recording this gig, or we no rehearsals for 5 days before. Generally, when you're going to do a live album, you record a bunch of shows and you pick from those the best versions that you did, And so this live album was something that my brother mixed just as a jolly for us to listen to for rehearsals. So we did the gig. The guy said, I've got these files of all the instruments separate. So if you want, so rather than a stereo mix, it was a full, all the stems of every single microphone on the stage. So,
wow.
So we did it just as a trio, and we listened to it back. And the gig was a really fun gig. Like, the audience were as into it as we were, and that really comes over in the album. I think there's 7 or 8 songs on it. It's very much like an official bootleg, if you will. But the label really wanted to put it out. We sent it to our manager, and he was like, we should release this, put this out, and let everybody know that Wilson Brothers is the project. So it's the Wilson Brothers playing the songs from Broken Machine as a trio on a live gig. And it's really great, and it's out. It's available for people to listen to. If you want to buy it, you can buy it from Amazon or manhattanrecords.com, but also if people are on Spotify or whatever, you can listen to it on there as well. So it gives you a real bit of idea of what we sound like as a trio, although we're going to be going out as a 4-piece in February. And then from February we will then start releasing singles to promote the new record, Warning Signs, which I'm absolutely buzzing about. I mean, that album.
When does that come out? Do you know? Have you got a date on it?
I haven't got a date. It's a funny one. I mean, it's been on the shelf for a while. We didn't really know what to do with it, because we kind of finished it during lockdown, and in fact, that Holding Hands version was done around about the same time. We recorded the album and that Warning Sign and that acoustic Holding Hands thing at the same place. So we don't really know. We effectively, I think our winter project is to strategize 2023, and the launch pad is the tour, and we're selling that as the first tour. We will be playing some of the new songs. So if people are interested in listening to where we're taking the sound, definitely come to the gigs or try and get to a show if you can. And we're going to sell some merch based around that first run out.
I'll be checking the website out, thewilsonbrothers.co.uk, find out where you're going, and I shall be stalking you for the rest of the tour now. So look out for me if that's the case, and hopefully everyone else will as well. It's been lovely to have you in. I know it's been
really great,
fantastic. Thank you so much, Ash, and we will speak to you again soon, probably after the tour, and you can tell us all about those juicy gossip stories from the tour.
Absolutely.
Speak to you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye, mate.
See you soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye, Simon.